Now, let's take a look at some things that probably fall more in the line of really helping us write the good ad copy. What is it that clients want to have happen? All too often, radio gets blamed for not generating immediate results. And I've always wondered about this because, when we get likes on Facebook, that doesn't necessarily translate into immediate sales. And yet, if we run branding campaigns on our broadcast properties, if that doesn't translate into immediate sales, we oftentimes hear radio didn't work. If we're looking for immediate response from our audience to our advertisers' offers, then we need to make sure we've got some things happening. Number one, we need to have the right product. Is what your advertiser is trying to sell a good fit for your stations? And I'm going to say something right now that's probably going to irritate some of you. Many of you probably work for a cluster. And there may be situations, sometimes, where an advertiser is trying to sell products that only some of your stations would really benefit from hearing about. If you've got a CHR radio station talking about walk-in showers or things for the elderly, probably isn't going to trip your audience's trigger all that much. I'm not saying don't take the money, I certainly am, but let's make sure we're putting the money where it needs to be. So we've got the right product against the right audience at the right price. We take prices from advertisers all the time and say, okay, we're going to go ahead and put that on the air. I'm starting to see more and more salespeople take some time with the advertisers to say, before we go ahead and put this on the air, why don't we do a little comparative shopping? Jump on the internet real quick and see what that microwave oven or hot tub or a pair of jeans is being sold for in other stores across the country to make sure that we're offering a really good price that's going to make your audience go, yeah, that's a great value right there. Do we have the right prompt? Are we? Whoop. The other thing we want to make sure we're talking about is the right time of the year. I actually did try to sell a huge heating oil campaign, not, mind you, heating oil campaign, in the middle of July one year when the temperatures averaged about 98 degrees. Guess what? Even though it had a lot of reach and a lot of frequency with good creative, didn't do too well for the advertiser. So now that we've got these things together, let's talk about something that you can give your advertisers. We always want to come by and give people packages and things of that nature. Why not give them something to help them write ad copy and that reinforces what you're going to be writing for them? Why not sit down and make a list of all the different things that advertisers think is important to be in their ad copy. And let's see if we can think of some of these things. Locally owned and operated. Yeah, that scares the bejeebers out of Walmart. In business for 300 years. Well, okay, all your old customers are dead. Family owned and operated. Folks, believe me, if some of you knew part of my family, you wouldn't even be watching this. You'd be afraid. You'd be very, very afraid. Come out to the country where you'll get a fair deal. You know what? If you don't give me a fair deal, you're ripping me off, and I'm going to tell the Better Business Bureau on you. These are the kind of cliches that all too often we just get our advertisers to tell us because they can't think of anything else to go in the ad copy, and neither can we. So this list of things that we hear in the ad copy all the time that drives us crazy. We've got to have the family dog in there somewhere that barks, a child that speaks. Let's get a list together of all the things that we don't believe should be in an ad. And then let's give another list of some things we know are really important. The call to action. How to reach us. If we're going to give a phone number, how do we give a phone number so that it's memorable? Putting together a list of things for your advertisers, the do's and don'ts, if you will, the killers of ad copy, may very well help position you as somebody who is a true broadcast marketing professional. Thanks for your time. We'll see you next time. Mark Levy, hoping you'll write better ad copy every single day.